As the mother of Georgia watches over the capital city of Tbilisi, she holds a bowl of wine. It's a symbol of hospitality towards friends of the country. However, in the other hand, she wields a sword to fend off enemies of Georgia. Winemakers of Georgia have gathered alongside thousands of other protesters. It's a rise against a government that's turning its back to Europe, and in the case of the winemakers, it's a fight to keep their freedom to export.
ავერსის აფთიაქებში პირველიდან 15 რიცხვის ჩათვლით შეიძინა ევროპული ბრენდების პროდუქცია და მიიღეს შანსი გასაჩუქრდე დაუვიწყარი ევროპული მოგზაურობით.
Wine runs through the family, as Baya is the fourth generation to practice this craft.
What does wine mean to you? I can say that wine and grape is everything which we love, and it's not only the tree by itself, but that's the live member of our family. From my early childhood, I grew up here, and I saw how my parents were working inside the fields. We were just playing in our rows and helping our parents with part of harvest, and so many years passed, and now me, my siblings, and the whole family is still working with happy, positive energies inside the fields. Wine is the drink which we are using in almost everyday life, and also in the rituals, in religion, in the household, and it is doing a lot of great things.
Well, to say it's in the DNA, it's like, everybody is saying that, but it's really somewhere deeper. And I think, this connection with the past that is bringing people to the future in a way, that's what makes it really cool.
Daria is from Ukraine. However, she has dedicated the last dozen years in becoming an expert and advocate for Georgian wine and its unique method called kfefri, dating back 8,000 years.
Basically, it's the first method that humanity came up with, because they didn't have barrels, they didn't have any other vessels to ferment wine in, and they found out that certain shape, like this egg shape of kvevri, is something that is quite, useful. And also this amber wine or orange wine that we have now in our glasses, the color comes from the grape skin. And once the humanity decided on white wines being made without skins, Georgians just continued regardless. So it's kind of what made it also unique, that it basically stayed with the certain group of people all the time without interruptions, and not the change of the regimes, the change of the, country politics. Nothing could prevent people from doing it.
During the Soviet Union, the Georgian wine industry was reshaped. Most vineyards were taken over by the government, and as traditional methods faded, many ancient grapevines went extinct.
Those 70 years was bringing lots of heavy things. The grapes and fields was all in the use of producing quantities and sending them to different Soviet Union countries.
I would say that the problem there that happened to Georgian wine was that the scale of industrialization and the planned economy. So when you have the planned economy, it means that government enforces certain things on you, and if you cannot fulfill them, you're getting punished.
And I remember my grandma was saying that one of the field, the Soviet people just cut from the grapes and they just plant the cornfields. That's very heavy to listen, because I remember that she was almost crying even remembering those stories.
Nowadays, Georgian wine is thriving again. According to the governmental body known as the National Wine Agency, Georgian wine is on the rise, especially in the West.
Well, I can say that it dramatically increased in past, let's say, 12 to 15 years, but also in Western countries, including United States, including Germany, including Poland.
So we just started our first export back to 2017. Now our biggest market and largest market is US, and the second largest market is Germany, and then Northern Europe. So it's a lot of diverse markets we are working with.
Reaching this point did not go without any challenges. A Russian embargo between 2006 and 2013 blocked all wine exports to Russia.
Somehow our neighbors decided to make ban on our products.
And why did they decide on that?
Officially, they claimed that there was some problems with quality. However, we think that there is some other reasons behind.
What do you think the reasons are?
I think it was political.
In Tbilisi, you will find more European Union flags than anywhere in the world. This European dream might be crushed by another dream. The re-elected pro-Russian government party, Georgian Dream, is jeopardizing the relationship with Europe, leaving many people in the country distressed, including the winemakers.
ძალიან მაგარი ამბავია ხალხო, რომ ნახეთ ეს გემი რა ხდება.
In this country, everything is reminding you the wine. And for me as a winemaker, it's like, for me, it's sharing joy, love for friends, with family, with the relatives, the community.
Keto is a winemaker who goes to the protests daily. She combines her activism with her craft by printing labels on bottles with activistic statements and artwork.
We want to raise awareness about Georgia's problem now in the world and to speak about it loudly, and also to express that no more Russian market is necessary for us. This is the map of Georgia and the occupied regions. This is Abkhazia, this is Tkhin Valley region, both occupied by Russian troops still. Unfortunately, 20% of Georgia is still occupied by Russia.
And do you ever feel unsafe putting things like this on your wine bottles?
I don't know, I have never thought about that before, but like Georgia was not a country like this like a few months ago, and it's really, really stressful to like process all this, what's happening in a very short period of time. Yeah, especially when you have kids and you're responsible for them as well. And my husband is now living in Martveli because he works there, and have no idea if this so-called government will still stay in the country. Of course, there will be serious repressions towards those people who are like protesting and very actively and vivid and loud.
Is there something that you can say to them to maybe take away their concerns?
Hopefully we will continue this trend, and I think that we will continue this situation, and Georgian wine will be presented in global market.
You are hopeful that not too much will change?
Yeah.
How do you say cheers in Georgian?
Gaumarjos. It means to the victory. Like kind of, it's when people wish you to be victorious. So kind of, yeah, let you be victorious. But it's Georgian grammar. It's like ancient and complicated. So yeah, kind of to your victories. Gaumarjos.
What do you think is going to happen next?
One of my bottles stayed the piece of diaries of the young Georgian hero in Maro Makashvili, that we will win gloriously. So it was this vintage wine, and the name of this wine was the same as the hero in Maro. So we will win gloriously. I'm sure about that.